Hi, my name is Clint Maki, and I'm a real estate broker in the state of Michigan. And if you're reading or watching this today, you probably have some sort of issues with your mortgage company. And you might be in foreclosure, you might be behind on your payments, or trying to work out a loan modification, get caught up on your mortgage, just try to keep your house, whatever your situation is. I meet a lot of people every day that are in these positions. And I've been there too myself, as a matter of fact. And it's a tough position to be in, especially if you've owned your home and you've taken such great pride in home ownership like most Americans do. I've been a real estate broker for about 25 years now, and today I'm here to see if I can help a few people. I've watched thousands of families that have just become financially destroyed because of the economy, job layoffs, the bursting of the real estate market bubble. All of this has added up to a lot of financial distress. And it really doesn't have to happen to you anymore. Over the last 25 years, I've really not seen anything quite like this. I've done dozens of short sales, foreclosure preventions. I've helped people out of a lot of different positions. It's what I do for a living at this point in my life. So if you're in some sort of a pinch with your mortgage company, just ask yourself the following questions. First of all, can you truly afford this house that you're in right now? Are the payments too big for you to deal with right now, and will your situation change soon? And by soon, I mean in the next 3 months. Will you have enough money to get caught up with your mortgage, and will you be able to make it right with your mortgage company? And here's the second question, the second consideration. How long will it take before your home is worth what you actually owe on it? A lot of people took second mortgages. A lot of people that bought in the period between 2005 and 2008 found themselves instantaneously upside down to the tune of 30 to 50%. And how long will it take you to close that gap between what you can sell it for today and what you actually paid for it? A lot of people are sitting back and waiting for the economy to come back, waiting for prices to rebound, and they will rebound somewhere between 3.5% to 5% per year once the economy actually starts to come back and starts to improve. And we just haven't seen that in Michigan at this point. So it hasn't even begun yet. So if you're behind with your equity, if you're upside down with your equity, it might be time for you to say to yourself, how long do I really want to pay on this until it's worth what I actually paid for this house or what I owe on this house? In other words, if you owe $200,000 and the house is actually worth $150,000, you have to make up that $50,000 spread somehow, and at 3.5% to 5% appreciation per year, you'll have to do the math. It might be 8 to 10 years of payments before you break even. And do you really want to go down that road? And do you really want to pay on a house for 8 to 10 years to break even? You'll have to do the math on it for yourself. Do you really want to pay that long and make no money when you sell that house? That is the question that you need and that only you can answer for yourself. Emotional issues aside, the emotional attachment to your house aside, is it really worth that amount of money to you? And could you do something different with that money, something better, like maybe set up your retirement fund or be a little more financially secure? And if you were to buy a home similar to the one that you have today, would you pay what you owe on it, or would you want to pay current market value? If you owe $200,000 on your house and you're making payments on it like that, and the neighbor's house sold for $150,000, you're really in a $150,000 neighborhood. And would you pay $200,000 for essentially the same house that your neighbor paid $150,000 for? In a rational marketplace, you wouldn't probably. So the only way to really get around that is to adjust your equity somehow, to reset your equity. And I've done that for quite a few people. Keeping it even though you owe so much on it is the same as buying it at above market value. And most people will not pay above market value for anything. A house, a car, anything that they buy. They will not usually pay more than they have to. And essentially, if you are upside down in your equity, you are paying more than market value for your home. So here's the question I have for you, and it's only you can decide this. Only you can answer this question for you, and you get to decide what your answer is. And because you get to live with the results, and it's okay, whatever you answer, there are really no wrong answers. If I had a way for you to end your financial suffering, to help preserve your credit rating and your credit reputation, and to help dig you out of debt and the harassing phone calls, and on top of that, help you sleep better at night, would you want to know what it was? Would you want to know what to do, how to do that? If the answer is yes, then do this. Enter your name and your information into the attached form. I'll send you information about what to do and what not to do when you're in this embarrassing situation that you're in. Nobody wants to see you go through this. Nobody wants this to happen. Your mortgage company does not want to own your house. I will guarantee you that we can talk them out of coming and foreclosing on your house if you act quick enough. So let's get together and talk about this. You can add your information into the box, and I'll just send you some information about what to do and what not to do in the form of a video or a transcript, whatever you want to receive. I'll email it to you, whatever. Or if you want to just talk to me in person, I'm easy enough to get a hold of. You just call me directly at this phone number, 616-837-7630. The name is Clint, and the number again is 616-837-7630. I've been a real estate broker for 25 years now in the local area, and I can definitely help you no matter where you are in the state of Michigan. If you're outside the state of Michigan, I know people that specialize in these situations that would be able to advise you most of the time for free. And any information that you share with me or my staff or anybody in my office is strictly confidential. It will not be shared by anybody, and it will be held in the highest trust and respect for you. My name is Clint Maki. I'm really glad you stopped by today. I hope that I can help you in some way. If this has been helpful, please let me know. Thanks for stopping by.